Welcome back. Now we will start with the measure of position quartiles. So we have done z-score, we have done the percentile, now we are doing quartile. So what is quartile? So let's understand that first. Quartile is a type of quantile which divides the number of data points into 4 parts. So for example, you have a pizza, yeah? In pizza, you can divide it into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah? Or more or less equal size. The data must be ordered from smallest to largest to compute quartiles, such as quartiles are form of order statistics. So for example, this is the data. I'll give you in the most easiest way. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you have 13, yeah? So put them in ascending order. You can see that 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6. So this is a data set. So 7 is your medium. This is the midpoint. So this is your median. Yeah. The mouse is not the best way to write this, but this is your median. Okay. Now you have 2 on. So how many you have left on this side? You have 6 left on this side. Yeah. And you have 6 left on this side as well. Yeah. The best way is you will find your quarter 1. So how you will find your quarter 1? So add your midpoint. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So pick these two up, add them up, and then divide them by 2. So 3 plus 4 divided by 2 is 3.5. Same way you will do over here. 8 plus 9 divided by 2, you will get 8.5. So your Q1 is 3.5. Your Q2 is your midpoint, which is 7. Q3 is your 8 plus 9 divided by 2, 8.5. Q4, obviously, 1, 2, 3. You know all three. So the last one which is left is your Q4. That's how simple is that. Now, IQR, interquartile range. The formula for that is Q3 minus Q1. So what's your Q3? Q3 is your 8.5. What's your Q1? Q1 is 3.5. So this is your answer, 5. That's your IQR. Now, what is interquartile range? So we have done that. So for example, if you wanted to know more about it, like outliers, yeah. So outliers are basically, if I write it over here, what is outliers? So outliers is, if I explain you, this is your data, for example, this is all your data. And in this data, you have a point over here and you have a point over here. So this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. So this data is all equally divided with the number of points. The position is the same. But this one and this one are your outliers because they are away from the data. That can be positive, that can be negative. You can have negative outlier, you can have positive outlier as well. So how to find this? So you can have outlier over here. Yeah. You can have outliers in between these numbers as well. So in this case, for example, if we wanted to find outliers, so this is the formula Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. So what's your Q1? Q1 is 3.5. So I'll just put the formula over here. Put 3.5 minus 1.5 into IQR. IQR, interquartile range. So which we have just discussed is 5. So 5 into 1.5 is 7.5. 3.5. So this is your outlier. So 3.5 minus 1.7.5. If we do that, it will, like, I'll use the calculator so I can show you on this computer. That's not opening. Okay, I'll show you over here. So minus 4, we'll just do it like verbally. So minus 4 is the answer. Yeah. So minus 4 can be an outlier over here, like after this. So you have the data, which is 2. So we will understand this more when we'll see the diagram as well. So it can be minus 4 can be an outlier over here, but because we don't have in our data set minus 4, so outliers does not exist over here. Now let's do this side outlier. So this side outlier, yeah. Q1 plus 1.5 IQR. Again, so we know the formula. Q1 is 3.5 plus 1.5 into 5. If we do that, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 10.5, for example. So 10.5, so you can have like, sorry, it's 11.5. So you can have outlier over here. In this data set, you can have outlier. So there is an outlier in this data set, and that's the way you will find it. I know it's a bit messy, but obviously, if you try to understand it basically, so the first step is easy to find. If you wanted to find QR, you will just bring this over here, 3 plus 4 divided by 2, you will get the Q1. Q2 is always your midpoint. Q3 is again 8 plus 9 divided by 2, 8.5. This is how you will find Q1, Q2, Q3. The formula for IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So this minus this will give you 5, for example, in this question. Outliers formula is Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. This is how simple is that. Now let's discuss with the measure of position in the diagram way. So in this, for example, your outliers start from here. So this is your 0, yeah? And this is your 25%. This is your 50%. This is your 75%. And this is your 100%. Okay? Now, this is your quartile. So you can say that that's Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Okay? These are your outliers in this data set. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about the width. It's only matter in this question what's the height. The more the height is, the bigger the quartile range is. So width doesn't matter, height matters. And in this, you have the outliers sitting at the far away. So what's univariate? This whole example is because there is only one variable we are working on. So this is univariate example. When you have two variables, it will be bivariate. When you have more than two, it will be multivariate. In future videos, we will do a full discussion what is univariate, bivariate, and multivariate as well. So until now, we will stop over here. We'll come back in our next session and we'll start with that.